Now here we are up again with a name that has recently become the talk of the town among the social media users, more so, mostly in the Mount Kenya region. The name Wanja Nyarari, a woman that has been living a VIP lifestyle within the government circles. Who is she? Now, welcome to the Kenyan Daily Report TV political gossip segment. As of today, an article was publicized by the Standard Media Group, and on the title of the said article was Who is Wanja Nyarari? Woman living lavish VIP life in Kenyan power circles. Wanja Nyarari has become one of the most talked about personalities in Kenya, effortlessly commanding attention with her opulent lifestyle and undeniable proximity to power. From exclusive international travels to high-level government connections, her online presence leaves many asking, who is Wanja Nyarari and what exactly does she do? For those that come from the Mount Kenya region, recently a scandal unfolded between one of the most famous Kikuyu philanthropist and gospel artist, Karango Moraya, where his wife went ahead to expose him for being a deadbeat and a man that has left his family for his Mpango Kando. And after this story was publicized, this lady by the name of Wanja Nyarari chipped in to offer a life to one Teresa, the wife to Karango Moraya. She gave her a piece of land and promised that she will build her a home where she will stay with her kids. Now, a lot of question marks came in. Who dares mess with Karango Moraya in the Mount Kenya region and in the Kikuyu entertainment scene? Now, here is two unfolding details in regards to these beautiful, let us say that, Wanja Nyarari. Whether gliding through five-star hotels with marble floors or stepping out of high-head SUVs escorted by police outriders, she exudes an air of untouchable prestige. In one striking video, armed security guards respectively opens a car door, a privilege usually reserved for top government officials. Her reach extends beyond Kenyan borders. On February 28th, she was seen at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport accompanying Deputy President KITHURE Kindiki on his trip to Namibia for the state funeral of Dr. Sam Nujoma, the founding father of Namibia. Soon after, she posted videos from Windhoek confirming her presence at the high-profile event. Tanks started waging. Now, yesterday, an expose was made by one blogger and government critic, Maverick Aoko, where she brought on allegations concerning Wanja Nyarari. Now, before we head there, allow me to continue with the story of this wonderful lady. Wanja's connections runs deep. She has shared photos in conversation with President William Ruto and former Ghanaian leader John Mahama, captioning one post, "In the midst of two African kings, His Excellency President William Ruto and His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, the word of God in the book of Proverbs lingered in my mind. God, you are faithful." Wanja's life is a whirlwind of private jets, her luxury safaris, and high-end retreats. In one video, she is seen at an airport carrying what appears to be a heavy safe of money, assisted by a pilot as she boarded a sleek black jet. A caption, "Coming home." Her social media is pampered with cryptic posts that fuel speculations. In one, she dances to Kikuyu music with ones. One day, the sun rises and changes your life. But despite the whispers, she remains tight-lipped about her actual occupation. And she says, "My job has no job description. I am required to work anytime as it arises. I don't tell my employer I cannot work at midnight. I don't work because of my employer. I work because God has granted me a job to sustain my family and me, she once wrote on her Instagram page. Now, Wanja moves in powerful circles. She has been photographed alongside Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi, President William Ruto, with whom she appears strikingly comfortable. Also, in one post, she called for a movement advocating for women's rights writing. I had to look for Speaker Moses Wetangula to ask what petition I can bring to Parliament for women to be respected. You need to be the voice of women. You are doing it perfectly. Our influential our influence clearly goes unnoticed. She revealed how a trading post about her on X, formerly Twitter, led to high-profile calls from global big bosses. And she said, I didn't know the big shots scroll on Twitter every night. They were forwarding me screenshots asking if I was okay and if I was safe, she wrote on her Instagram page. Now, behind the extravagant lifestyle lies a woman who has fought hard for a place. Wanja has openly shared her struggles, including a bitter divorce, an 8-year-old legal battle for the custody of her children. I quote her, out of experience, I have seen firsthand how lies can be told to paint one parent as the villain. I was once portrayed as a Jezebel, my character dragged through the mud, but when my son stood before the judge, he spoke the truth, unfiltered and honest. For Wanja, winning custody was not just about motherhood, it was about reclaiming her dignity. Despite her public life, little is known of Wanja. Is she a top government protocol officer, a private consultant for Kenyan's elite? One thing is clear, she operates in exclusive spaces, rubbing shoulders with country's most powerful figures. In a recent pictures, it was also portrayed that she is a close ally to the director of the Directorate of Criminal Investigation, uh, Amin Mohammed. Now, as of right now, I want to get deep into a post that was recently made by one Maverick Aoko, the woman with no tears. They call her Aoko the Destroyer. When it comes to attacking the government, she holds it in high regard. And she said, leteni vikombe kahawa ya malimau na asali ndio hii. Meet Wanja, the femme fatale and red, a divorced mother of 3 and formerly married in Gatondo to Arizon Kenyanjui. She even had a stint at Kameme TV on a show dubbed Nyarari, hence the name Wanja Nyarari. Allegedly, si huwa mnataka niongeze hiyo? She is having an affair with Mr. Yesa. Now that is what Aoko said. Those are not my words. Now she says 3 or so days ago, the appointed one was in Namibia. Babes here shared a photo of herself in the same private jet. Then akaweka filter, insulting our intelligence, thinking we won't realize the same blue seats is just risible because she exposed herself further by revealing she was also in Namibia 3 days ago. Now, it is because she carried a whole safe of dollars. Video in the comment section. The fact that now joined the big boys and got calculated into is not even the issue. Men will be men at now. One thing, now as you have all heard the claims brought up against Wanja Nyarari by one Maverick Aoko, Aoko has clearly stated that Wanja Nyarari is involved romantically with the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, His Excellency Professor KITHURE. But these were allegations, as Maverick Aoko alleged, posting and even supporting said narratives with different claims. Now, Wanja Nyarari, I had not realized earlier that she had responded to one Maverick Aoko, but currently I have realized that she has replied to Maverick Aoko. But before we add to the reply by Wanja Nyarari to Maverick Aoko, I want first to read a few other follow-up messages that Aoko wrote. Now, I will start where Aoko said, Babes here shared a photo of herself in the same private jet, then akaweka filter. Now, she said the fact that Professor, a decent family man whom for eons withheld with veneration owing to his legal acuity and amiable mien, joined the big boys and got here. Now the fact that this she abused, but I won't read that, is acting like Kenyans are a subject is what we rebuff. A FB post a typical Mary Antoniente crap. Oh, she has talked to Ruto and German language will be made compulsory in high schools, ostensibly to prepare us for driver jobs in Deutschland, and sharing videos of a private jet life sponsored by our taxes, carrying our taxes around in Saduku, while Hata help our Jatoa. Now, Aoko continued by saying, this is her flouting how she carries cash around, pesa inatolewa airport, na Sucrex and private jet life that started after Catherine was sewn in. And she goes ahead by saying, I hear she likes threatening people with DCI frame 3 ni sawa. Awa ambie waongeze file yangu cause already I have been a guest of the state, but we will not relent in draining the swamp. She goes ahead by saying, move Karen Nyamu. There is another, yeah. And I cannot continue reading that because most of it is filled with vulgar language. But let's go back to Wanja Nyarari and what she had to say in regards to a reply to one Maverick Aoko. Now I want you to listen. She says, to all those who are busy sending me post on a post I personally wrote on my wall, I categorically deny the false allegations regarding any improper relationship with the Deputy President of Kenya, His Excellency Kindiki. My interaction with him was strictly professional, centered on discussing candidates who had successively passed rigorous interviews but were left out due to financial constraints. This meeting was held in the aircraft with the people he was traveling with being present. I did not travel with him to Namibia, a fact that can be verified through immigration records. I have no political ties with Mulima or any other place, and I am deeply troubled by those who spread these baseless rumors merely to stir controversy and inflict harm. Such malicious attempts not only damage reputations but also risk breaking homes and undermining the privacy and dignity of the Deputy President's family and my family. I urge everyone to reject these unfounded claims and help protect the integrity of all parties involved. I respect marriages and goat wives, and you all know I am one person who will protect the goat wives no matter what. I wish all that can stop for the sake of our families. If you really want to see me in a relationship, please note you cannot push me into one that I'm not, and don't look to be into any. Respect that wife who is not even seen in public domain for her own privacy. You are Mulima wars, you can fight without tagging innocent people. I am being subjected to this because of my goodwill to help out people. So should I stop? These calls and forwards are just too many and tagging. That is what she said. Now, before that, she had set the record straight by saying, some people are out here tarnishing my name, twisting narratives to fit their own agendas. Let me make one thing clear. I am in my line of duty and I serve VVIPs all over the world who appreciate my work. They ask me how they can reward me, and my first thought is always how my people in the ghetto can benefit where I also live and interact with them. In picture is a Miss Little Universe, a daughter from my ghetto, Louis Mwita, receiving the daughter of Azerbaijan president. Unlike those who sit back and gossip, I take action. I ensure these guests experience the beauty of our Mara vacations, bring income to the country, game drives, and even fund projects that uplift the community for free. These are not people doing business here. They visit solely because I invite them to see our reality. In Kangemi, they donated 5 new neonatal incubators to support our level 3 hospitals. Due to space, we donated the other 4 to other level 3s, equipped a whole ICT in Nairobi school, and the VIP posted on a timeline. And for those claiming I expose my VVIPs, let me educate you. They post me first, giving me the green light to express myself. I operate with purpose. My work speaks for itself, and no amount of noise can change that. And mark you, I have no political ambitions. I am a Form 2 dropout who cannot even be employed in a chief's camp. But of course, bloggers will never share these. They thrive on negativity, but I thrive on impact. Keep talking while we keep winning. To all who support me, may God send you destiny helpers. Now that is what Wanja Nyarari said. Now this lady, me, for the first time, I came to know her through a certain scandal that was unfolding in the Mount Kenya region, as I said earlier, the scandal involving Karango Moraya and his first wife, Teresa Moraya, where she pitched in and decided to help the estranged wife who had walked out of a marriage with nothing. While she was raising money online, or she was doing a TikTok live fundraising, Wanja Nyarari pitched in and donated 100,000 Kenyan shillings to the said lady, and also promised a piece of land to her, where recently we saw her on a live on Facebook where she gave the land to the said lady, Teresa, and also promised that she will help her build a home for her and her kids there. Now, when this story broke out, it was alleged that, yeah, she is just a certain lady working outside the country and all that. But now the truth has revealed that this lady has a lot of connections. But one thing that she has denied is that she is in an entanglement with KITHURE Kindiki. We all know that KITHURE Kindiki has a wife. Although his wife has stayed out of the public since the deputy president was sworn in, but we all know that she is the second lady of the Republic of Kenya. Now, the allegations that were brought in by one Maverick Aoko, she has denied them fully. For us, we leave it there. But you know what? This lady is rising and she is becoming an enigma with whatever she does. It's not that every lady who rises to certain political, spaces, or let me say, positions of influence, they have to go through certain ways that every lady thinks, kwa sababu hujasoma lazima uwe na uhusiano wa kimapenzi na mtu fulani. No. This lady, you can all see from, I think, back. If you follow a Facebook page, you will realize, because I did my due diligence, and I have realized that she started working back in Kameme and all that. She has risen. People. Now, when we look at it in another manner, let me ask, if Kabu and Sarah had not made their companies public and involved themselves with the said companies, and stayed out of the public limelight, but the companies continues being successful and operational. These people, you would have seen them with different high-profile politicians and maybe even musicians all over the country, but many would have alleged that these people were involved in certain things and this and that, trying to taint their name. But in real sense, it is business that they have done to reach there. They're multi-billionaires. And so, why can't one, just because they have, it's not a must to kuwa umesoma ndio ukuwe in a certain part. Huyu dem anatuambia she dropped out of school in Form 2. So, you all see somebody who dropped out of Form 2 amejituma to a point that she is right now. No need to say anything else. I will leave it there. The field is yours now in the comment section. Whether you will attack me for trying to protect a lady that seems to be doing what she does best by uplifting this country, is up to you. And she has said that she doesn't want to be involved in any politics. What is your take? Leave a comment on the comment section. See you in our next video. This is the Kenyan Daily Report, and this is the this is the political gossip segment.